What is up, metalheads? My name's Jamie. This is the Blades and EDC channel, and today I have an overview for you of the Vero Neuron. This is a very interesting little knife. I have a love-hate relationship with this knife. I hate that I love it so much. This knife is addicting. This is made by Vero Engineering, or designed by Vero Engineering. I am not sure who the OEM is on this knife. I've checked the website and I cannot find it. If you know, please comment below who OEM'd the Neuron. This is a titanium handled knife with M390 stonewash blade on this version. There are lots of different options to choose from. They start with micarta and they go all the way up to all different versions of decoded Damascus clips, all different options to choose from on this knife. But this one is the black wash titanium with the stonewash blade. And this thing, it's addicting. That's all I can say. I knew when I picked this knife up and started playing with it. And by the way, this was sent in for me to take a look at, and then it was added to the knife cell. I don't think it was originally intended for the knife cell, but the person decided to go ahead and add it to the knife cell. So yeah, it's going in the knife cell. This one, when I picked this thing up, started playing with it, first couple times I went to close the blade like this. Well, not the first couple times, but within, say, the first 10 or 20 times, a couple times I slipped off the side, right? I didn't have the feel for it yet. And I thought to myself, I was like, I'm going to cut myself. I know I'm going to cut myself. But I kept doing it anyway. And eventually I did miss. I missed to this side and got this side of my finger healing up pretty good. Didn't get me too bad. But once you get the feel for it and you know where to hit that blade, this thing is one of those knives where you just gotta and walk away from time to time, because if not, I mean, I can't have it near me if I'm sitting on the couch trying to watch something on TV or something like that, because I'm gonna pick it up. I just cannot help myself. Maybe I'm a crazy person. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy, but something about this. Oh, you guys know I love front flippers, right? Guess what? You can front flip this knife. You know how many times I've front flipped it? I think that was the second time. Because all I do is this. This is it. If you don't know, this is a double detent knife. It does not lock. It's a very different kind of knife. This is a knife you got to be very careful with if you intend to use this knife. I would not recommend using it for any hard type work or anything, because this knife can easily close, right? You know, a knife has a detent when you open it. Well, this one has a detent here on the open, and it has a detent here on the close. And it takes very minimal pressure, as you can tell by me fidgeting with it. It takes very minimal pressure to close that blade. But what's fun is to time it, hit it, get to where you can hit it just right. If you hit it too hard, watch, it'll bounce open. See? You get the feel for it, and you can bam, bam. Weak on that one. But yeah, you can just sit here and play with it. It's I consider this the knife version of Russian roulette, right? You know what's going to happen. You know what, consequences could be. But you like to live on the edge, and you're going to do it anyway, right? Kind of like people that go skydiving. Not quite that extreme, I know, but you like a little action in your life. Yeah, this thing is I love this thing. I really do love this knife. Like I said, I would never consider really using this knife. If I had this knife, I would just play with it. A lot of people like to compare these to slip joint knives, but they're very different. Slip joint, you have you got a chance with a slip joint, right? This thing comes closing on you. There's nothing in between that detent and that detent to stop it, right? If you're holding it just right and you got your thumb up here on this jimping, you can kind of control that blade, but it won't take much to push it past your thumb and it'll get you. So with a slip joint, you got that half stop right there. So you gotta really push it pretty hard to get past that before it's going to come back on you. Same with the open, but you got you got to put some real pressure to close that knife with a slip joint. Oop, bumped the camera. With this one, no, not very much pressure at all. And it's not a flaw with this knife. It's what this knife was designed to do. This is what it's intended to do. For this reason right here, I believe. I can't think of any other reason that this knife makes sense other than for people that like to fidget. It is extremely sharp. It will perform very well as a knife, especially with that sheep's foot blade. You can get in and do utility cuts all day, but you know, I would always strongly recommend holding it like this. I would not hold it like this. I would never hold this knife this way, right? This is the only way you hold this knife to use it, just like this, to where if something does happen, you are not in the way. As long as you're just pushing down that tip, you should be all right. But problem is, people will forget. They'll go pick up, and they'll still be pushing, and boom, right? Cutting, pushing down the cut, pick the blade up, boom. And if you're holding it like this and you do this, you're going to get cut. So, fantastic little knife though, for what it is. You know, you can't hold that against it because it's designed to work that way. You buy it knowing it works that way. You know exactly what you're getting yourself into. And if you want to play knife Russian roulette, that's totally on you. Nobody's going to judge you. Don't judge me. I've been playing it all week. It's only got me once so far. I'm going to put it down now so it doesn't get me another time. Let's give you some size comparisons here. We'll do the Kaiser Feist. Pretty good comparison there. Very, very similar in size. Since I've got it out, the Lion Steel BM1 in carbon fiber. Little slip joint. A little shorter than that. If you have any of these Lion Steels. And let's do, since I've got it here at the moment, something else similar in size. The Pena Apache. Very, very similar in size. And what else can we do here? What we got here? Well, we'll do the regulars. We'll go ahead and do the QSP Penguin. Most people have a penguin in one form or another. Let's go ahead and do the Para 3 also. If you don't have a penguin, you probably have a Para 3, or you probably have both if you're a knife nut. Two of the most popular knives out there. Yeah. I don't really have anything to compare this knife to as far as action goes. I don't own any double detent knives. I would love to own this double detent knife, but I'm not going to. Some other things I want to get right now, and this one's not at the top of my priority. This is going to be in the knife sale, like I said, so if you're interested, stay tuned. More details on that to come, and it will be beneficial if you're a patron, I'll put it that way. Check it, it's patron's link below. Check it out, and you'll see what the different tiers will give you on the knife sale. So it could be very beneficial for you, especially on a knife like this. More of a premium knife. So although little, premium knife, very well made, very good action, and just, I mean, it's probably the most fidgety knife ever made, honestly. I can't think of anything more fidgety than this. I mean, a nimble, you've got fidget, right? With a nimble, you can reverse flick it, close it. You can front flip it and close it. You can flip it and close it. You can thumb flick it. You can do all the tricks, right? But those are all slow. This you can just bam, 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 and drive whoever is sitting next to you on the couch absolutely insane. They will go crazy and say they're going to start pulling their hair out if you don't stop, or they're going to leave if you don't put it away. And I had decisions to make. So you know what I did? I put it away. I had more important things than fidgeting with this little bastard. So yeah, that's going to do it. If you guys have any questions, if you own one of these, leave a comment below. How many times have you cut yourself, and what do you think about it? And if you have any questions about it, leave a comment below. Also I'll be happy to answer. And hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you are new, and I will see you on the next one.